Hey there everyone, my name is Arish and today we're going to be learning about simultaneous equations. This lecture is going to be pretty short, but I'm sure you will understand the elimination and substitution method at the end of this lecture. Let's start with the definition. What are simultaneous equations? They are two or more equations that contain two or more unknown variables, suppose x and y, which are solved together at the same time because the values of the variables must satisfy all the equations in the set simultaneously, not just one of them. The two methods we're going to be discussing about include the substitution method and the elimination method. The first method, which is the substitution method, is a technique for solving simultaneous equations in which one equation is rearranged to express one variable in terms of the other, and this expression is then substituted into the next equation. Suppose I have x plus y is equal to 7. So if I bring y to the right side, x is equal to 7 minus y. So I can substitute this equation into another. Moving on to the elimination method, it is a technique for solving simultaneous equations in which the equations are multiplied by suitable constants if needed, so that one of the variables has matching coefficients, and then the equations can be added or subtracted to eliminate that variable. Let's move on to some examples so you guys can clearly understand. For the first case, substitution method, we have the two given equations. X plus y is equal to 7, which represents a straight line, and x square minus xy plus y square is equal to 13, which represents an ellipse, specifically a rotated conic section. How can we solve these equations? Firstly, we're going to take the first equation and express x in terms of y. So we can write, instead of x plus y is equal to 7, x is equal to 7 minus y. We basically took the variable y and brought it to the right side. Then our next step will be is to substitute this new equation of x into our second equation. Wherever we see the value of x, we can remove that and add 7 minus y. So instead of x square minus xy plus y square is equal to 13, we can write 7 minus y whole square minus 7 minus y into y plus y square is equal to 13. 7 minus y whole square. This looks a lot like our second identity, which is a minus b whole square. So instead of writing it like this, we can expand this. So we get 49 minus 14y plus y square minus 7y plus y square is equal to 13. So here y square gets added with y square and again with y square. So that becomes 3y square. Then minus 14y is subtracted with 7y. Our sign will be negative, but they both will be added with each other. So we get negative 21y, and then 49 will remain as the same. So we have a new equation which is 3y square minus 21y plus 49 is equal to 13. If we bring this 13 to the left, 49 will be subtracted with this integer, so we get 36. Our new quadratic equation is 3y square minus 21y plus 36 is equal to 0. Now what will be our next step? We can see that 3 and negative 21 and 36, all of these can be divided by 3. So we will divide the equation throughout by the integer 3. We get y square minus 7y plus 12 is equal to 0. Now we're just going to factorize this quadratic equation. We can solve this equation by many ways, like the graphical method, the completing square method, or even by using the quadratic formula. But for simplicity, we are using the factorization method. So we're going to find the common factors of negative 7y, that is minus 4y and minus 3. And when we solve that, we get two roots, y minus 3 and y minus 4, which means that the value of y is either positive 3 or positive 4. Okay, now we need to find the matching x value from x is equal to 7 minus y. From the above equation, we know that x plus y is equal to 7. So if we have the value of y as 3, x is going to be equal to 4. And if we have the value of y as 4, then the value of x is going to be 3. So our solution set is, for the first case, x and y is equal to 4 and 3. And for the second case, that is x comma y is equal to 3 and 4. As you can see, this is the solution set. We are given again two equations, whereas the first equation is representing a circle and the second equation is representing an ellipse. How can we solve this simultaneous equation? Firstly, we're going to take the first equation, which is x squared plus y squared is equal to 25, and multiply that with 2. We got 2x squared plus 2y squared is equal to 50. So now this new equation is going to be subtracted from the second equation, which was 2x squared plus 3y squared is equal to 66. When we subtract both of these values, we get negative y squared is equal to negative 16. That means that the negative sign gets cancelled out. Y square is equal to 16. If we take square root on both of the sides, our root will be positive and negative, so the value of y is positive negative 4. Now this new value of y we can substitute into the first equation, which is x square plus y square is equal to 25. When we do that, we get x square plus 16 is equal to 25, since y is plus minus 4 and its square is going to be 16. So we get the value of x square as 9. Taking square root on both sides, again we get positive negative 3 as the value of x. You will notice that since both of the equations only involve x square and y square, every sign combination of plus minus 3 and plus minus 4 will satisfy both of the equations. This means that our final solution set will be 3, 4, 3, negative 4, negative 3, 4, and negative 3, negative 4. Or you can simply write it as plus minus 3 and plus minus 4. That is your answer. Thanks for learning with STEMBridge Official. Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification for more class 10th maths walkthroughs. If you have any doubt, make sure to leave that in the comment section and I'll make sure to get back to you. Thank you.